What's up, y'all? It's your boy Manny Fresh in the house. Along here with my boy Ash Hitman Vega. The silent but deadly, yes. And KF motherfucking T.
What up, G's?
And in the house, we have the one, the only fucking Auntie Boy in the motherfucking house.
Up in this bitch. What's up?
What's up, Manny? How you doing, man?
Doing good, bro. Doing good. How you doing, brother?
Yeah, I'm happy to be alive, bro.
You know? Hey, shit, I ain't mad at you. We all are.
Yeah,
I know we're freezing our ass in the Midwest right now, and you're all living in the sunshine life in fucking LA right now.
Yeah.
Fuck it, man.
Yeah, I mean, I said before we started, you know, I'm from living in LA now, but I'll always be from North Carolina, bro. You know, so yeah.
Awesome.
It's
North Kakalaki, man.
Yes, sir.
Capital of pro wrestling, man.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, are you a wrestling fan? If you're from there.
Pro wrestling? I mean, not really. I watch MMA though.
But, you watch some MMA? Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. That's what's up, man.
It might be a good thing he said no, because then the whole episode would become wrestling. So
become wrestling. Hell yeah, Greensboro, North Carolina.
I somehow was happy.
He said, I love it, but I'm not into it like you guys. I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm not like you were holding up a doll earlier, and I had no idea who the fuck that was. Can I curse? I don't know.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, it's an action figure. It's an action figure.
That's my Chelsea Green, bro.
My bad.
Chelsea Green.
She is bad. She is bad. Actually, I'm gonna look up Chelsea Green right now.
Yeah, dude, watch.
Look it up.
Look, he's gonna come up with a new song called Chelsea Green.
Yeah,
I think I might make a song called Chelsea Green, to be honest.
Oh, for real?
Please do.
Chelsea Green.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
Actually, that's hard as shit. To be honest with you, I might do that.
Dude, no, should if you do, hook it up, man. I want to hear that.
Hell yeah. Definitely, man. But yeah, man, check it out, man. I got tuned in to this young man right here by my homegirl Jennifer from North Carolina, and he was like, "You got to check this dude out." I was like, "All right." So she sent me some of his music, and I was just like, "What the fuck, man?" Like I was like, "This guy is putting out this music. Like, it sounds."
Thank you, bro.
She was like, he sounds, and I'm not trying to be racist, but he sounds like a white DMX, and I was like, yeah. And I was like, he fucking does. And I was like, holy shit. And I was just like, wow. I mean, have you heard that more than once?
Yes. I've heard white DMX. I've heard bi DMX. I've heard, whatever. I love it, man. Like I love DMX. I take him so seriously, like as an artist and also like the voice. But I wasn't when I was finding like how I would sound when I was rapping, like when you're like just starting to rap or whatever, and you just kind of, you don't really have it all figured out yet. But I was like, I wasn't even thinking about DMX though. But when I heard it back, I was like, that is hard. Cause like I do bark and shit, like and stuff. Yeah. And like, that's 100% him. That's, like, I love that shit. But like, I actually found it cause I was like, I was like watching the movie Dune, and I was trying to throat sing like,
yeah.
I started like rapping into that, like when and I'm a metal vocalist as well. I scream, and it's like the same thing in your chest when you like do that, from here. And I've got a pretty like low and gravelly voice anyway, so I just started like rapping into the fucking throat singing thing. I'd be like, yeah. And I was like, it just added so much more like aggression and like punch and shit to it when I was able to like rap from that part of my chest, it's like and so I don't know if that makes sense. For me,
I appreciate artists that do that, because I feel like a lot of them don't focus on their voice, you know what I mean? And it's like the voice is like 50%, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like if you listen to a song, you don't like the voice, you're flipping it, right?
Yeah.
And even like way back, I used to record as well, and people would bring me stuff, and I'm like, man, you sound the same.
Yeah.
Like, get some character in there, get some gimmick in there, get some, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like get some
yeah.
on there that brings you out. But I think that's dope, man, that you actually thought about it, cared about it. You know what I mean?
Well, it was I honestly I didn't think about it, and I was on like, man, like I it just it happened so like naturally. Like I was on like, I mean, if you want to edit this out or whatever, but like I was on like hellish rooms like at my friend's house, and we just like fuck around. We'd set up like two mics, and we would like just improvise songs, and I just started like when I would rap anyways, it was like it already had that graveliness to it, but I was
Yeah.
so shroomed out that the throat singing thing was like just what I wanted to do in that moment. And I have a recording of it where you can hear me find it, find how to rap like from that part of the, thing. And like I think I even go like, oh shit, and just sort of start like really like locking into it. And I'm like, and when I listened back, I was like, did that actually sound cool? And then I was like, I listened back, I was like, yeah, no, that's perfect. And that's more for like the like extreme, like the really high energy parts of my music where I really need to make the crowd jump up and down and stuff. Like I get into that, and then and it's really easy because I've done metal vocals for a while. It's
Right.
really easy for me to go from that into like a full on like deathcore scream. So I'm
Oh wow.
kind of just like moving from like the chest up a little bit to just like really, belt it out, which is good because you know, I'm just, I mean, I'm not the weekend, like I don't need to be going like up and down and stuff. I just kind of like live down there in this like, growly, either like growling or just like full on belting it out, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
No,
Now with that, I got to. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
no, you
nobody
go
off.
for it, man. You go for it,
But
man.
with that, did you take music classes or anything like when you were younger to learn about your voice inflection and stuff like that?
yeah, no. And I consider myself so much better of a producer than a vocalist. Like
Huh?
I've been a producer for like a long time, and I
Mm.
feel
Oh, okay.
like, real, uh, like all the beats, like they're mostly done by me, and then like I have like my friend Ranks, he does some as well, like he did Hot Trash and shit, and
All right.
my friend Lectric, but like it's like for like working with other producers, like it's very close, like to me, just because
Yeah,
I like doing the beats. Like I honestly think I'm like you know, I'm like known as a rapper, but like I feel like I'm better at beats. I just don't give them out, to people
yeah,
anymore.
yeah,
So, um, but like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, the production's like a huge, like the beats are like a huge part of it for me. Like I
oh,
like the voice 50%, the beats, like rap, it's like so much of the song is the beat, dude. And like
Yep.
if I'm like I want the 808s to like really crush you in like a certain way. I want them to like really fucking like, especially live, like I need them to like flatten things out. And like there's a lot of great producers out there, but like I don't know. I just feel like I know what I'm going for, so
yeah. You know
That's
your own music. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
exactly.
definitely, man. And you know what? You could tell, like, when I started listening to the jams and shit, I could tell that those jams live are fucking bangers, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could, like, I bet you they're just so fucking energetic, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I
Yeah.
gotta see that shit one of these days. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
yeah,
sure, bro. Yeah. I mean, come through next show I have. Like I really feel like my shows are sick. And I come from like punk and noise music and stuff like that. So it's like for like there's just no question that like that's what it's gonna be. Like it's gonna be mosh pit. It's gonna be like me jumping in the crowd and stuff. It's gonna be like that energy. Like I don't want to like do anything else. Like I don't care what the genre is. Like it's got to be like hype for me like that. So
yeah. No, definitely, man. And that's cool that you bring it because sometimes the crowd sometimes the crowd doesn't have it, or they're tired from work, or they had a fucking long week and this and that. But you know what I'm saying? When and I learned that from Shaggy, watching Shaggy on stage and ICP, man. It's like if they don't bring it, the crowd is not really gonna feel it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the art, they have to feel and bond with that artist that this motherfucker's really into this music. He's really into his shit and
Yeah.
not faking the funk. You know what I'm saying? And you bring that, man. Like I says,
Find the hypest person in the crowd and try
yes,
to like one up them. You know what I
yep,
mean? Like be like fucking lock eyes with them
Oh
and just
shit.
like be like, I'm gonna show this guy, really how to
yes,
like that's a good thing to do.
That's
Um
that's funny that you said that because like at shows, I always find that person too.
yeah,
I
oh
don't
yeah,
compete with them, but I'm like, that's the hypest dude in this motherfucker right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
yeah,
I'm like,
yeah,
God damn. And then as the show goes on, he stands out.
yeah,
You know
yes,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? So that's dope, man.
yeah.
I thought I was the only weirdo that did that.
No, bro, like perform to that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
hell
like,
yeah.
yes,
like, like, because that's who you want to. You don't want to do. You don't want to like get on stage and be like, oh, that girl's on her phone, or that guy is like, like looking away or something like that. That's you want to like just find the absolute like biggest psycho in the crowd and then
yeah,
just play to that person, like
no,
even if even if it's like a terrible show, like when I was playing in like I don't think I've had like a really bad show as Auntie Boy, but like when I like in bands and shit, like back in NC, like I absolutely did. And sometimes you'd have to like make up a person, like pretend there's a person in the back
right,
going
yeah,
crazy so that you can perform the like, you can come correct basically. So
yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
dope, man. That's dope.
yeah. I mean, you do the same thing wrestling, man. I mean, I guess because like I said, I used to pro wrestle for 17 years, and sometimes the draw wasn't super strong, and so you had to bring the same energy that you would bring for 5 to 10 people, like you would 500 to 1,000 people. You know what I mean? Because that person is going to remember that match. You might forget this show in and out. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like it's just in one ear out the other. But that
yeah,
person's going to remember, man, I fucking seen Auntie Boy at this fucking time, or he was with this band. I remember that guy. Now he was with this band, and he
yeah,
always fucking brought it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean
Yeah,
that's just being like a professional, I don't know. Like that's how I think of it is like you almost got to be like blue collar about it. Especially back then, like, because like I don't know, like like playing like, going on tour in like a noise rock band or whatever and playing to like 10 people. It's like you like what are you going to turn up and be like there's not enough people here,
yeah,
people aren't moshing enough, like whatever. It's like you came here, like do your thing, it's
yeah,
I will say this though, and I don't know if you if this is your experience wrestling or whatever, but like it's way easier to perform to like a big crowd than a small crowd for
oh
me,
yeah,
Absolutely.
like
I
yeah,
believe that 100%.
yeah,
yeah,
like performing to like people think it's the opposite who haven't done it, like they'll be like, aren't you nervous to perform in front of all these people? And it's like, no, I would be nervous to perform in front of like five people, like five
yeah,
five people. It's like you're actually like in the room with them, and like a
yes,
big crowd, it's like the energy bounces back at you and you can walk off the stage, you're not tired at all. But if you're just dumping it all out and it's
Oh,
not
yeah,
coming back to you, you get so tired, you know
yeah,
so
yeah,
oh, that's fucking fresh, man. I never thought of it like that.
that's how
yeah.
it's like, because it's like a mirror, like your energy goes out into the crowd and then like comes back, and so that's
Yeah, that's
It,
fucking.
it's funny you say that because it's just like Ash. Well, I mean KFT too. I mean we both love MMA. They know it a lot more than I do, and boxing and this and that. I mean it's the same thing. Like you have to, whether you're the curtain jerker and you're boxing 1-on-1 and there's fucking 10 people in the crowd because they're not going to get to the main event for 3-4 more hours. so the crowd's not going to come for another 2 hours, and there's only like the janitor and the ref and then somebody else, the commentator in there. You know what I mean? But you still have to bring it. You know what I'm
You have
saying?
to,
It's
man.
like
You have to.
yeah, and like you said, it's harder for a smaller crowd, but you still want to bring your all and give it your 110%, and that shows you as a showmanship. That shows you
Yeah.
that you have showmanship, and yeah,
Well, dude, I box as well, and I feel like it's
bullshit.
like the same mentality like on stage. I want to like it's like I'm almost like combative on stage, like I'm not actually gonna like fight or fuck anybody up, obviously, but like that's how I feel is like, when I'm about to like walk out, it's like, like walk out for like, like we really need to like go to war or whatever,
Yeah,
that's why like my friend like last time I was like in the southeast, my friend sold me like a bulletproof vest, and I was like, yo, can I perform in this tonight? And it was like for sure, and I was just like, it felt so like correct to just like suit up in like this to like vest up before going on stage, because I'm like I really feel like for an Auntie Boy show, it's like I want to just dump every single bit of energy that I have without, like passing out like on stage, like the
yeah,
way you would like an MMA fighter would almost. But that
yeah.
vest though, like it was kind of funny because I was supposed to go to right like I had just been in London, and he sold me this vest, and like he called me back when I was in LA. He's like, "Hey man, remember that vest I sold you?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Don't go to Europe with it. Whatever you do, do
Oh
not
yeah,
go to Europe. Don't go to any other countries with it, because it's military, and you'll technically be like trafficking military technology, and
yeah,
you'll be like arrested instantly." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I mean, it makes me like the vest more, but also I'm like, you could have just I could have just picked up a normal one. Like I don't even have the plates in it right now, bro. Like
yeah.
this is yeah.
You're like, what you talking about? I'm on a plane right now.
Yeah.
You're
Bro,
like,
I'm
Fuck.
about to go through
Exactly,
customs. I'm
motherfucker.
going
What
through
the fuck?
you I'm so glad you called. I'm in the line for customs right now. I'm gonna throw it in the trash.
Fuck
Yeah.
that, man. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
No, but
Well,
that you know what's fresh though, man? That like how you do the rock and the rap together. I
Yeah.
really
oh
appreciate
yeah,
that shit, man. 100%. Like that. Who can I say that really has done that? Like how you do it, because you do the screaming and all that shit too. So I
oh
can't
like
really
old
pinpoint who.
ICP, old
No, not
ICP.
really,
I
Manny,
would
because
say
Well, like chicken hunting, the
maybe
original
no,
like
chicken
no,
hunting.
POD.
no. I guess POD, but they don't got the screaming like the Slipknot
Yeah, they don't
screaming
got the
shit.
screaming.
Okay, yeah, 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 yeah. I know what you're talking about.
No, of
Like
course,
Rage Against the Machine, maybe.
yeah,
There
maybe, but
yeah, Rage might be the closest thing.
what about Limp Bizkit though? Limp Bizkit's pretty right. They
yeah.
have some
Yeah,
like break stuff.
yeah, Limp Bizkit, yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
There's some other rappers that kind of do it like Ghostmane, who actually performed at the Gathering, I think a couple years ago. Like Ghostmane kind of does it, but like he does it in a different way where he screams and he raps, but he has a really high pitched, kind of almost like screamo scream,
Yeah.
and like mine is really low. Like mine is really like low, like a deathcore, almost like kind of thing. So
right.
uh I don't know of anyone who does it the way I do it. I know there are other rappers that scream. I mean, like Scar Lord, whatever, but they're mostly like kind of like either like middle or like high pitched screams, and like I tend to go a lot low just because like that's the kind of music I like, is just like real, like, just like the heaviest shit possible, kind of,
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
so
hell yeah.
But you know what, man? Who's like? How can I say that? Like, who did you see somebody live and like, you know what I mean, and watch this performance and been like, dude, like, and that got you hooked, and you're like, that's how I'm gonna be like, you know what I mean? Kind of.
um well, like, I don't know. I mean, Honestly, I don't think I wanted to be a rapper. Like I wanted to make beats.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, but I've always liked being on stage. I enjoy it. And once I kind of like like the first Auntie Boy song that like I made, I'm pretty sure was Turn the Party Gay. And the
Mm-hmm.
whole time I was making it, I was thinking about performing it live.
That's
Because
what's up, man.
like I said, like I come from like this punk background and stuff, and I love like playing the show is like my favorite part. Like DIY show, like perfect situation for me is like someone's garage, packed, overpacked, crowd like people crowd surfing, like
Mm.
just
Yeah.
going crazy. Like that's like the perfect show for me. It's like just like the rowdiest type of thing and like trying to bring that energy to a venue. But I don't think I ever saw like a rapper perform and I
Or
was like, that's
rocker.
what I want to do. There, yeah, maybe.
You know, it's crazy though. At the end of the day, it's like making a movie, right? Like, if
Yeah.
you're making your music, the end game is the performance of it, right?
Oh
Hmm.
shit.
So it's like making a movie. You gotta picture
Yeah.
what you're gonna do because at the end you're gonna show you right, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this, like the performance, like the show is like dessert for me. Like that's like I ate all my vegetables. I made
Yeah.
TikToks, whatever. And now
Yeah.
we get to like, we get to eat this.
Fun part.
Yeah, the fun parts here. So,
On this shit.
How how many shows have you been doing since as
um,
Auntie Boy?
well, Auntie Boy is still a pretty new project, but like I played all over California. Um, I played out on the East Coast a little bit. And then really early on, I ended up in England. Just
Damn.
like I think,
Told you about the vest, man.
yeah, yeah.
That
That was before the vest.
was
Thank
Oh, that
before
God.
the
was
best.
before.
Thank God,
Yeah.
because I would have been in jail. Like for real,
Damn.
bro. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Damn, in
I did.
England, that shit is dope, man.
Yeah,
How did that happen?
it happened so quick, man. And like shout out to these guys because like there's these like the I want to say like the week after I put out music on Spotify and I still had like 0 monthly listeners or whatever. This crew of like rappers in northern England, they're called Neurodivergent Crew. Shout out to FMA 12 Gauge and no tricks in them, just like real quick, but like they're
Oh yeah.
so
Hell yeah, man.
it was
Yeah.
like a cold call. They were like, "Can we please talk to you?" I was like, I don't know, this is kind of weird. I didn't know if it was like some scam or something because like I literally just put music out, and they were like, "We want to book you a show in London." We hopped on Skype, and I was like, I mean, yeah. And I brought my friend away out there with me as well, and we like yeah, we just had the best time. But it was like hella early. I was like, I don't think anybody's gonna show up, but it ended up being really fun. So you know,
That's
Man, that's
cool,
dope,
man.
man. Yeah,
Damn.
and then
congrats on that.
yeah. And then I was just like rode trains around England for like
Damn.
days after because I was like, I'm here, But I want to go
That's
back, man. Like London is awesome. I love it, and it's grimy too. Like
Right.
it's not as there's a lot of culture out there. So yeah,
yeah. Yeah. ICP said the same stuff, man. They when they do their final tour, their farewell tour, they're definitely gonna include um European dates because
yeah,
they used to have a psychopathic headquarters over there.
Oh
And I
really,
didn't even know that. And they had one here in the US and they
shit.
had one overseas in London, I think it was. And they were like, yeah, then they had to close it down. But when they went over there, they did Amsterdam, they did everything, man. And
yeah,
they just said that the crowd is just they bring it. You know what I mean? And like
yeah,
you said, they're not uppity like a lot of people think. You know what I mean? Like they there's a lot of music that came from over there. You know what I mean? That influences a lot of people over here
Oh
that a
yeah.
lot of people don't realize. You know what I mean?
They
Even
they
old
seem
school
to
music.
they seem to really appreciate performance. Like they
Yes.
yeah,
really appreciate it, regardless. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah,
anything you watch that's over there, man, like boxing fights, wrestling matches,
yeah,
concerts, everything, man. It's like a main event. Everything, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Man, I love seeing footage from there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
Manny,
mean,
ICP will never do farewell. They're gonna
yeah.
go forever.
I feel you. I
Wicked
feel
clowns
you.
will never die.
But that's what they said. That and that's what they're doing is they're gonna do a farewell tour, but that doesn't mean they're over. They're still gonna do like
Hollow
the
Wicked.
gathering. They're still gonna do Hollow Wicked
Yeah.
and Juggalo Weekend and stuff like that. But as far as touring, like they had in the past, they're switching it up. You know what I mean? But except for this one last shebang, and they're gonna do it. They're saving it because they want to do it right. They want to get the right venues. They want to get the right areas for everybody, and they want to make it be able to so people can come to it instead of being like, "Fuck, I can't miss it. I can't make that show." You know what I'm saying? Because I know their shows are rare where they're at. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so they're working on that. But like it says, which brings me to something I don't know if we can touch base about this, but brings me to when they first hooked up with Ouija Mac. You know what I'm saying? I met Ouija after he first signed with them.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool as shit. And then on the Hollow Wicked Weekends tour, me and Ouija got to chop it up, and he was telling me a lot more about Vegas and everything. And I was just like, really? And he was like, yeah, bro. He says, I grew up with the Mexicans and stuff like that. And I was just like, are you serious?
is
And he
that
was
where
like,
he's
yeah, bro.
from? Is he from
It's
Vegas?
Vegas. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it.
Yup.
Okay.
And
What's
yeah.
a Mexican?
So what? Oh yeah,
What's
exactly.
a Mexican?
What's a Mexican? Yeah. So but yeah, no, definitely, man. And like it says, he just started his own niche and he ran with it and he's been doing fabulous, man. I mean, he's been doing good and I
Yeah,
think
shout out to him, man.
and I think he's touched bases with Auntie Boy recently, right? Oh shit. Okay, my bad. Ixnay on the oomphnay. My bad. I fucked up. I be
Well,
fucking up, bro. My bad.
it's all good.
Yeah.
I don't like to talk about stuff like that
Stuff
until it
ahead.
like actually happens, you know. So,
Yeah.
Shit,
but
man. I understand that.
I will say like I fuck with his music super heavy, and he fucks with mine, he says. And apparently last year at the gathering, he was like playing my songs, which I'm like curious if anyone has a video of it because like he messaged me like while the gathering was happening. I like I didn't notice at the time, but like I'm like once I saw, I was like super stoked that he was like, I played Turn the Party Gay at the function last night, and it was super lit. And I was like, oh, and I noticed that that it was like the gathering going on by then. So like, I'm not sure like where he played it or whatever, but I was like, if anyone has a video of like one of my songs being played at the gathering, please send it to me because I would love to see it. So,
Yeah, I think it was
It's gotta be up there.
it was a C-17 party, and
Oh,
it was him and who was it? It was
Chunk.
DJ Chunk
Yeah, DJ
and
Chunk.
DJ Chunk's one of his DJs, and there was another DJ, and it was a C-17 party, and I don't know if it was the last day of the gathering, one of the last events of the gathering, or maybe during the gathering. I can't remember. It might have been one of the
I,
last
I
nights.
I think it was like this the middle day.
Okay, okay.
I think it
I
was the
can't
middle
I
day.
can't remember, you know
Yeah,
what
it
I'm
was
saying?
like middle day. It wasn't the last day, but
Okay. Yeah, and I know they tore it up, man, because they had that tent full of motherfuckers, man. And it was crazy, man. Like they were fucking jamming. Oh, and they had old juggalos and new juggalos in there. And they just had everybody fucking just jamming, man. You know what I'm saying?
is
And
that that's cool. Yeah.
yeah,
Are
yeah.
are you gonna be at the gathering this year or no, man?
I'd love to. I would love to. I've been talking to Jen a little bit, and like to be honest, man, like
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 shit.
all this Juggalo shit is like kind of new to me. Like
Right.
I know what it is, and like I appreciate the culture, and like all I you know all you guys seem sick, but like I don't know. Like for instance, you said like there's old Juggalos and new Juggalos together, as if that's like something crazy. Like what's the difference between old Juggalos and new Juggalos? Kind of like.
Well, I let the boys talk about that because they're
Mm.
straight juggalos. So go
no,
ahead, guys.
it just means like old school ones that
Yeah.
came up from like before when they were coming up versus the ones that are here now. from where now they're established. You know what I'm saying?
Cool.
Like
Yeah.
when we were bumping ICP, they weren't being played on the radio or nothing like that. Nobody knew who they were. You
Yeah,
know
their
what I mean?
videos weren't being played on MTV.
None of that
Fucking
shit, man.
nothing, man. They were straight underground, man. And it
Yeah.
is straight underground. And this was before fucking Spotify and Apple.
Way before, man.
Yeah, so it's back when you fucking got your hands on a tape and was
Yeah.
like, bro, I got my fucking hands on one of the new tapes and
Yeah.
shit. It was just like, it was a rarity because like Sam Goody or fucking back in the day when they had Camelot music, you know what I mean? Camelot music stores, not even though it was a chain, they wouldn't, not all Camelots carried their stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
just certain stores in certain areas would have it. You know what I mean? So yeah, so some people and it's just a sound where they've adapted in their music. That's what me and in the chat was talking about tonight on the earlier on my podcast was the sound, how they're able to adapt to newer sounds, but they're and some people like it, some people don't. Like the older OG cats don't sometimes don't really feel the new music, but then the younger ones, that the next generation are like, bro, this is the shit. And this is what they're growing up on. You know what I mean? So it's like these guys have over 30 years in the game, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
so definitely, man. And then like I
How come,
says,
they don't- how come with Snoop Dogg they don't call him like the old Snoops and the new Snoops and the
Yeah.
mid Snoops?
yeah, that's
Because
you know,
because
exactly.
he doesn't have like a culture that like he created.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah.
like most artists don't have that. Like that's like the thing that I've always like thought is insane about ICP is like they created their own like culture that's like theirs, dude. And like also the great Malenko still goes crazy hard. I will say
Oh
that.
yeah.
When
Oh yeah.
whenever back in the day we used to hear of them and like if the radio announced them or anything like that, it didn't matter if it was 3 seconds or some on TV, man, we would celebrate that shit like
Fuck
Mexico
yeah,
won the
man.
World Cup.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was a party on that shit anytime. And I'll never forget when they first popped up on WWF. Man,
Yeah.
what a night. Unbelievable.
I think that should be like, I mean, maybe not exactly that, but like for like if you're an artist that's doing something different, man, like what you want is like a cult following. Like that should be
Yeah,
your
yeah.
goal, man. It's just like
Yeah.
people who literally celebrate hearing your name on the radio, you know? Like if you have like 20,000 people like that, you can be a millionaire like forever, dude. You can do music full time. Like
Right.
you don't need to go after like everybody, man. Like you
Yeah.
just want like you want like yeah, that's what you want. You want a you want like cult following, you know, I
You know,
guess. Like you want real people who are really into it, which is so different than just getting like hella streams or being on the radio or whatever. Like, you know, there's friends of mine who have like a million plus monthly listeners that like, you
Damn.
know, they have a hard time selling tickets for a tour, you know? It's like
Oh
it's
shit.
different. Like just listening to someone is different than being into them like that. You know,
Yeah.
like being really into someone. It's different, you know?
you know
Yeah.
what? Like with ICP, I'm not even gonna front. Some of the newer albums I haven't even really listened to, but I buy them and there they are sealed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a
Yeah,
shit. I'm like, yo, I gotta support my boys. You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
My
Yeah.
boys, you know, like my teenage life, all that shit was dope because of their what they created for us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm buying their shit. I don't even open it.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
I'm definitely gonna reach out to Jump Steady, man, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna send them some of your stuff. And Jump Steady is the one who basically masterminds the
Get 'em,
gathering.
Joe.
And yeah, and I'm gonna send them some music, and I'm gonna see if we can try to help you out, man. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Yeah.
I appreciate that, bro. And
It's
like,
not.
you
It's
know,
not C, Manny.
Yeah,
We're
man.
gonna make it happen.
Yeah. Like Tierra Diaz said, you got to
Happen.
manifest this.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yes.
manifest
Gonna
it.
it's
happen.
it's
gonna
already
manifest.
happened, bro. I'm gonna be there. You know,
Exactly.
we're yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Actually, I wanted to
Uh,
say, I can't wait to see you at the gathering, brother.
Thank you, bro. Me
No.
too. I can't wait to
Yeah.
come.
Are we gonna kick it or what?
Hell yeah,
Hell
we are.
yeah. I
All
mean,
right, for sure, though, man. For sure. For
yeah.
sure.
I feel like
hell yeah.
hanging out with you guys, I'll be like
You'll leave
in
with
there.
the
You know what I
wrestling
mean?
match
I'll be
on.
like I feel like you guys would be the perfect people to go with, you know? So
Oh
like,
hell yeah,
yeah.
man! Definitely, man. It's a blast, man. I'll tell you that. Like It's not even about ICP or nothing. I'm telling you, the gathering is
Yeah.
just a beautiful thing, man.
It's a
Yeah.
grouping. It's a big grouping.
Yeah.
And you see, man, I
Amazing.
mean, I've met so many different people, and man, I mean, in face paint, comp paint, this and that. And I've met doctors, I've met nurses, I've met fucking um homeless people. I mean, it's just different walks of life, man. And it
Yeah.
just they all like when they call each other family, like they really
Yeah.
mean that shit, man. Like, and it's cool. And when once they accept you, and it's just a fucking like you said, man. It's
Yeah.
just that feeling of welcomeness. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's crazy, man. But I did want to talk to you about a couple of your songs, man.
Hell
Please.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I had some bangers, man. Well, almost all your shit that I've heard has been bangers, man.
Thank you,
I
bro.
got from In Love with the Plug to fucking Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous was fucking, I was like, this motherfucker's crazy, man.
Thank you, bro. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And fucking what else I got? I got Dripping Like a Faucet, of course. I
Thank you.
got Turn the Party Gay.
Mhm.
I also like Big Boss.
I love that song. Like that's one of the weirdest. I mean that beat, like I remember just working on that beat and like just not laughing, but just thinking like they're not gonna let me get away with this, because it's just the beat is so weird. And
Yeah.
and I was like, and I thought like I probably can't find the pocket in this, or
Uh-huh.
like, but then I kind of did, and I was just sort of thinking about like, did you ever play like Metal Gear Solid?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I got Metal Gear. You can call me Big Boss. Yeah, so yeah, that's like,
Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Oh
Okay.
shit. Fuck
yeah,
yeah, bro.
but
That's
like
what's
Metal Gear,
up.
like yeah. So it's like, I thought it was cool.
Yo, I like
Yeah,
Um,
that.
man.
I love
I
that.
I I also I love that's one of my favorite ones to perform because I can just really crash out. It's like it's such a there's something about like just saying the Big Boss over and over again that I'm just like,
Yes.
really like, like especially in the drop when the voice does that like robot thing, like sometimes I'll just
Yes.
like kind of like be on the ground, just like almost like beating the mic on the ground kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. So
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, man. And that's cool, man. Like it says,
That one I didn't bump yet. I can't wait to bump
Yeah,
that one.
me too,
gotta
bro.
bump that
Bump
one,
that
bro.
one.
Seriously.
Cause
Yes.
I was bumping the shadow burning trash. Is that what it's called, right?
hot trash, hot
Hot
trash.
Yeah,
trash.
that one was the shit, bro. I was like, holy
Thank you.
fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, that video was cool and everything too,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah, big it's
shout out to my boy Ranks, man. Like he made that beat. I remember I went over to his house. Like he lives at this big house in Bel Air where a bunch of other producers live, and I walked in and he was like working on that ARP, the thing in the beginning, like dee dee like in
Mhm.
the
yeah,
beginning of Hot Trash. Um and as part of like a beat a day thing, I'm pretty sure. And I was like, what is that? Like, give me that. I almost never say that about like someone else's beat, but I was like, you have to give me this beat.
yeah.
Like I was like, and then I added the little thing that goes like, but burning up, and then but that's like all I did, and then I just rapped on it. I was like,
Oh
so
wow. Yeah.
shout out to Ranks because that beat is insane, bro. And
Hell yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, man. The song KFT, the song is called Big Boss.
Big
It's
boss.
Big Boss.
Oh,
Yup. We definitely got to have you on again, man.
yeah, dude,
Because
for
sure
man,
real.
thing.
this is fresh as fuck, bro.
Yeah,
But
It's,
look, let me go through your library and
yeah.
you gotta come back, brother.
yes,
Yeah,
definitely, definitely.
nope.
But what is like your social medias, man, that the fans can reach out if they have any questions or anything?
At
They can reach out to you.
Sure thing. At auntie.boy on Instagram. YouTube is just Auntie Boy, just uh and it's Auntie like a grandma, Auntie boy. So if you just
Uh,
Google it, everything should come up. But yeah, I'm sold out of merch, but maybe I don't know when this is coming out. I might restock.
Okay.
Um, if you website, I got
Yeah, drop that shit.
Auntie auntieboy.com, auntie.boy on Instagram, Auntie Boy on X, I guess.
okay.
Um, and
Sold out is a
yeah,
good thing.
I do. I mean, and Auntie Boy, auntie.boy on TikTok. I do try my best to respond to DMs. even if it's just people saying I like the music or whatever. So hit me up.
What was it again on
Awesome.
Instagram? What was it again?
Auntie.boy. So auntie period
Boy.
boy.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Got you,
I
man.
got you, man. I'm gonna follow right after this.
Yeah, me
Hell
okay.
too.
yeah, hell yeah, man. But
In contact with
seriously,
you.
brother, I appreciate you fucking joining us, man. I know it's the time difference is getting late over here. It's still pretty decent for you over there.
Yeah,
But
no, I appreciate you guys. What time like where are you at? It's Michigan?
I'm in Michigan,
Okay.
so me, I'm it's almost like quarter 11 over here, and Ash is an hour behind me, and KFT's 2 hours behind me, and you're 3 hours behind. So
Yeah, yeah.
hell yeah, man.
Oh, good over there.
Worldwide. National.
Right,
Yeah,
it
man.
goes up the ladder.
Yeah.
That's
Fucking
kind of
Oh,
man.
real quick, is there anybody that I forgot to ask this question, man? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
I got a couple more too.
yeah. Who what were your when you were growing up? What were your main influences for like music?
Yeah. Man, I remember just being the biggest Gucci Mane fan like
Yeah.
ever, dude.
Yeah.
I remember just
Oh,
worshiping that. I mean, like also like DMX, of course,
Uh-huh.
for rap and stuff growing up. I think that would be. I really liked. Do you remember Plies? I really like Plies. I
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah.
there's a lot of
Plies.
Plies in like the way I rap still, like just by accident, just because I was listening to it so much. I also really like. I don't know. I really liked. I really like classical music as well.
Yeah.
Like I would. I really liked. I really like listening to this guy called Igor Stravinsky. I would like fall asleep to that when I was little. I loved like Linkin Park and stuff. Oh, I really like I was kind of like a scene kid for a minute. Like no, I didn't dress like that, but I would like listen to hella um like Taking Back Sunday and like Pierce the Veil and shit too.
Oh, okay.
And then I think like also like I don't know, it's gonna be like a weird mix because I
Yeah.
listen to so much different shit. And I'm just a fan of music, man. And like I really loved like also growing up like grindcore, like The Locust, this band called The Locust. I was like really, really, really into them. And uh also like uh yeah, I mean I guess we can leave it at that. Maybe like one thing from each like
Yeah.
zone of
Genre.
music
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
oh,
Yeah,
But
man.
there you
No,
go, man.
that just shows that you're well rounded, bro. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like,
exactly.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
just a I'm just a fan of shit. Like I don't know, like
yeah,
something will come across my so I'll hear something and I feel like I can identify good parts of like a lot of different things that might not necessarily go together, but I'll find a way to put them together. Like, like I'll figure out a way to make the Locust and Gucci Mane work together. You know what I'm
together.
saying?
Yeah,
Like I could do that. Like I feel like that's what I like to do. So and I like putting things that don't necessarily
Mix and shit.
mix. I like
yeah,
like even if you got to like duct tape it together, you'll get something cool. You'll be
yeah.
like you'll get like you know what I mean? Like even if it's a bad idea. Actually, especially if it's a bad idea
Idea. There
Right,
you
because
go.
right.
because the things that people will tell you not to put together, that's what's going to get you the coolest results in my
Yes,
opinion, that's so
yes.
You
Fuck.
should see Ash's playlist. It's insane, bro.
yeah.
Yeah, I
It-
mean, but
he goes from Death Row, Easy E, Zombie, Manson,
Mhm.
Chalino, Pac,
Charlene
Oh,
Sanchez.
man,
Saint.
I
Yeah.
that's another thing. I like growing up big, big Rob Zombie, White Zombie
Yeah,
fan. I
man.
fucking
Fuck
Uh,
yeah,
love Rob Zombie.
my shit.
Like, I always sing Dragula
Yeah.
if I'm like drunk and like there's karaoke and I happen to
Hell
be
yeah, man. That's
I'll
dope.
hell
bribe
yeah.
I'll bribe the the
Yeah,
DJ.
person running
Yeah.
the karaoke and I'll be like, let me I want to do Dragula right now, so
if we ever do that together, man, I'm up there with you. We're yelling that shit.
yeah,
Sublime,
Hell
man.
yeah.
We'll
dig
do
through
some
the
Sublime.
ditches and burn through the
Hell
woods.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
And
Hell
holy
yeah.
yeah.
fuck, man, it sucks. This hour went too fucking fast, man. But
Oh
I
yeah.
know, man.
I
That's why I
don't know
say,
how
go ahead.
I don't know how much of a MMA fan you are, but like we're huge into MMA. Like, are you big or you just kind of like?
Are
We
you a new
got like,
juggalo or an old? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just.
what'd you say?
I said, are you a new juggalo or old juggalo? No, I'm just.
No, with
Uh,
MMA though.
I think I'm new, bro. Like I think I'm just like just getting into it because I'm like just meeting all you guys. But no, I love MMA, man. So
Like, who's your favorite fighter? Like all time, who do you think?
Pound for pound, John Jones.
that's a good one. I love Mighty Mouse, good
Oh, of
one.
course, yeah.
And bro, I mean, I know it's like maybe a lot of people might say this, but like when Izzy was like really going, I feel like he's kind of washed now, but like
And that sucks, huh?
when Izzy was like really going and like when he was really like doing his thing, I loved watching him fight. I
He
just
was
thought he
crazy.
had such an unconventional. People have figured it out now, obviously, but like when he was like I don't know, like when he was in his prime, I guess, which kind of sucks to say he's
But
not anymore.
when
Like
he,
he was probably my favorite fighter to watch. So
you know
I
what?
can tell you this, man. I put in a shit ton of respect for anyone who
oh,
says Mighty Mouse.
Yeah,
thank you, bro. Yeah,
Like for
definitely.
real. Like Mighty Mouse is
what
one of
pound for
the
pound, bro. Like yeah,
he's
and
one of the
also
like
Anderson Silva too. I really liked Anderson Silva back in the
oh
day,
yeah, man.
and so I thought like one of my favorite moments like in like UFC is when Izzy beat Anderson Silva and he kind of like hugged him afterwards, and you
Yeah.
can almost like hear him like passing the
Yep.
torch
Yeah.
like to Izzy in that moment. That's like a real like movie shit to me. Like
Yeah, bro,
that's
that's
so.
beautiful, huh? It's a
Oh,
beautiful
that shit
thing.
gave me goosebumps as you said that because I remembered it all.
Yeah,
You
me
know what
Yeah,
too.
I mean? Like that shit got me.
yeah,
You
yeah.
you know what, man? I think the best fighter like ever, like just style wise, I think it's Nick Diaz, bro.
Nick
Yeah.
Diaz?
I think
Yeah, yeah.
I think Nick Diaz a style of
He
like if there
never,
was
he, man, he never, I feel like he was too, he was like too real for the UFC, man. And because of that,
Yeah.
he's like so underrated. But like, he like, yeah, he was great,
if there was a Nick Diaz in heavyweight, middleweight, whatever weight, I think they're gonna struggle with
You
them.
know what, Ash? I'm gonna go against you, brother.
What do you got?
I think the best style was Fedor's, and not just because he was whooping ass.
Mm,
I think Nick got hurt too much. He got hit too much. They touched
yeah.
him too much.
Like, I guess you're right, but
Yeah.
Because
He
like
took too
even like
much hit.
Shogun, I think Shogun to me is the greatest fighting style of all time.
right, it's a
Mm,
beautiful
But
thing.
but he got hit too much. The way he fought,
Yeah.
he had to eat some.
Fuck, it's
And
because
Fedor
Nick
really
did
did.
get hit.
both of the brothers, man,
Nate?
like where are they? They're from like Riverside, California or something. Like,
Oxnard.
Stockton.
Oxnard.
oh, they're from Oxnard. Oh, okay.
Yep.
'Cause
Oh,
Yep.
Stockton.
I don't know
Stockton.
why. I guess maybe
Stockton.
because like Riverside is like a kind of a, I mean, no
Go to.
disrespect at all, but it's like a tough place. And
Yeah.
like so I was thinking it would like because they both like I mean like both both of them like are just
Yeah.
Badass
not afraid
motherfuckers,
to get
man.
in there, have close the distance and just eat shots, dude. Like
Yep,
Yeah.
those scrap up, man.
there's like iconic pictures of Nate Diaz just
Yeah.
hematoma, like just
Oh yeah.
bleeding and everything, and it's like I don't know, it's real warrior shit, man. Like
No, it
you
is,
gotta
man.
respect it.
It's
You got
it's crazy because me and Ash, like, people bring up Nate, and we're all Nick. We grew up
yeah.
watching Nick,
Yeah.
No,
right?
I
Like,
mean,
bro,
I think Nate would probably be the first guy to like give his brother all the credit,
Oh yeah.
like
Fuck.
because like his brother was the one like bringing him to like jujitsu gyms and shit when they were
Hmm.
little. So like, I, he just didn't have his like reign in the UFC specifically, like he's
Fuck.
just he was just it just I don't know. It was just like weird timing, and like I think everybody understands he's one of the greatest of all time, but it just,
No, you know why they let him go from the UFC like in the early
man, it's so
2000s?
stupid as shit. It's the
Oh
weed,
stupidest
shit.
shit
right?
ever.
Yeah,
Here
yeah.
goes soapbox.
Do you know
Go ahead,
why?
brother.
It was weed, right?
No,
Yeah.
no,
Oh no,
no,
that
no.
was
It
later.
wasn't.
That
It
was
wasn't
later.
even
Yeah.
the weed, bro.
Okay.
It
Why?
was you remember when he went to Strike Force and Pride and all that?
Hmm.
Dana White wanted him on that show, the dating show, the one that had the pop-ups and shit.
Yeah.
Remember what the fuck? Blind date. And
Yeah,
Nick
bro.
Oh,
said,
okay.
"Fuck you, I ain't doing that shit. Fuck that." And that's why they got rid of him.
That's
What? I
why?
didn't know this shit.
Yeah.
That's why?
That's why, bro. In like 2005, around there, that's when this happened.
Over a
What?
fucking dating
I didn't
show.
know this shit.
Because they know I was trying to build
Manny?
UFC. Well, yeah, all right, man. We could go all day with MMA, man.
Yeah.
Man, it was so fucking good to meet you, bro. I'm so glad I
Yeah.
met you, bro. You're the shit, bro. Straight
You
up.
too, man.
Yeah, honestly, same.
Yeah, man. Let's kick it in real life. Hopefully
Oh,
up in
100%.
on a farm in Michigan with like a bunch of other crazy juggalo
Fuck
people.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Do this shit, man.
Hey man, I got a big enough house, man. KFT's been here. He knows I got a big place, man. You guys are more than fucking welcome to come kick it.
Yeah.
Saying, like I said, more than welcome, man.
Hold up, before we end it, I do want to say something that me and Manny share. Um, Manny likes his room ice cold,
I hate this shit.
and me too. Me too. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
I was like, when I went over there, I was like, holy shit, it's fucking cold in here. It's perfect. I'm gonna sleep
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
I like to. Yeah.
It's a meat locker with Manny, man. It's a meat locker.
You gotta
Yeah.
sleep in cold, bro. You got you.
Not
Yeah,
that
man.
cool. Not that cool though, bro. When we went to the gathering, I woke up in the hotel and I was like, "Who the fuck has it at 55? What the fuck is this shit?" I was
50,
freezing, bro. I couldn't even sleep good because it was so cold.
55
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
50, 55.
Yeah, it was
No.
as low as it would go. It was. I
As low
think
as
he's
it would go.
exaggerated 55,
No,
but it
Dude,
was
no,
like
it was,
six.
it was 55, bro. It was. I'm telling you.
you can't,
What was it would go?
bro. No, like
Oh,
fit-
man,
You
so
should
the
have
one
got some
Manny,
towels.
man.
The fucking thing said 55, dude, and I was pissed.
You should have got some towels and fucking wrapped up in towels.
Oh my god,
I'll
brutal.
wrap it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, all right, man. But
Oh,
fuck yeah,
shit,
man.
bro.
Anything else, guys? You guys good to go?
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you
man.
want to ask me
Yeah,
like
man.
one more question before jumping off, or we can end it here.
Oh,
either
dude,
way.
don't forget the Chelsea song, bro. That would be the
Yeah,
shit.
Chelsea Green.
Oh yeah, Chelsea
Green.
Green.
Dude, write that shit
Chelsea
down.
Green.
Hopefully you do that
Hey,
shit.
yeah.
I'll probably message you.
I never write anything down. Like every time I have to like add lyrics to something, I have to like listen back to the song and like write it down. So that's
Yeah.
it's gotten in my head. Yeah, Chelsea Green. So
Chelsea
So
Green.
I just wanted to say, man, shouts out to our boy right here, Auntie Boy in the house. Thank you so much for stopping by, brother. Mad dope.
Yes.
Make sure to check him out. If you
Yes.
missed all the socials, rewind it back. Rewind it back.
Definitely.
Also,
Auntie Boy. Just
don't
Google
forget
Auntie
to
Boy.
up to 3C, baby.
Yeah.
Whatnot 3C. We doing it up.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Let's go. Let's go.
All
Yes,
right,
sir.
man. Well, give a thumbs up if you know what's up and give a thumbs down if you're down. Peace.
Peace.
Punk hitters are shit!